So Victor, I've got some slides for you.
Yes.
There it is.
Yeah.
Who are you and what do you do? Tell us about SIG.
Yes, thank you, Andy. I work for the Software Improvement Group. A question to the audience, does anybody here know the company except Cloudteam and Certinia?
Yeah.
You know it? Great. I always think our marketing is not that great and nobody knows us, but we're actually a really cool company. We measure the quality of software code, not in a functional way, purely technical way. My colleagues are very highly educated computer science students, some are teachers, and they can say something about the quality of software code, like maintainability, security. We do that for big clients like Wolters-Kluwer, Rabobank, got Alliander, Rijkswaterstaat, Belastingdienst. Typically, clients with a big landscape, we can say something about the quality of their software landscape. Can you go to the next slide, please? Yeah, so we started in 2000, sort of a spin-off from a University of Amsterdam division. For about 17 years, there were consultants who did one-off projects measuring for clients their code quality. Around that time, a private equity came along and they basically bought the company. And since then, there's been a pivot to also a recurring model. So we also have a platform where you can sign up as a customer and you can get real-time, say, tracking of the quality of your software. It's called SIG. So we have like a model we have consultants that do one-off projects, and we have our recurring model. And you slowly see a pivot from doing one-off consultancy to the recurring model, which of course is interesting for our shareholders because typically a recurring model is the value is perceived as higher as a one-off revenue.
Yeah.
I'll get back to it a bit. I'll talk a bit about myself.
Please do. Who are you?
Yes. Yeah. So actually, since Thursday, I have a new title, Head of Revenue Operations. Before that, I was Business Controller. So my background is in finance, but I really like to play around with IT and BI stuff. So when I joined the company about 6 years ago, it was mainly just a bunch of Excel sheets. And I thought, okay, we need to get something going in terms of ERP, PSA, and accounting. We always had Salesforce. We used that for CRM and marketing. But in 2022, we, with the help of Cloudteam, transitioned to having Salesforce and Certinia. So my whole platform is basically lead to cash. It's on one platform, and it works great for us. We have a really small finance team and a really small operations team, and basically all the whole process that we manage is done very efficiently, and just having the data on one platform is great for us. So if I look at my time there, I mean, like I said, working there for 6 years, it really sort of created a single source of truth for our projects. So we have like the projects in Certinia. Everyone knows the values. We put the budgets in there, the hours. We have perfected the finance system also. Last year we actually had the accounting audit, and there were no adjustments that they could find in our finances. So overall, we've got a pretty smooth operation going on. This year, also looking a bit more for me towards marketing and sales processes, which of course we have on Salesforce CRM.
Yep. Cool. So just to add a bit of flesh on the bone, how many sort of people are there in the company? Tell us about some of you've got products. Use the service through Zigrid that you provide, but you also have, so you've got a product angle, but you've also got people doing consulting projects. Can you tell us about what those projects might be? Are they big ones, small ones?
So we are 130 people, spread around several offices. The main office is in Amsterdam. So a typical thing would be a company buying another company, and they do a due diligence. We have a product called IT due diligence because you want to know the company you're buying is the software quality built right. Because if you buy something and it's like sort of a sandcastle, then the value that you get is not good enough.
Yeah.
So typically a one-off is my consultants going to that company and really investigating, measuring the quality of the software that they use.
Yeah.
In terms of, for example, we have the customer Rijkswaterstaat, which is like Dutch waterway management from the government. We have the SIG platform, and so it gives like real-time information about the quality of their whole IT landscape.
Yeah.
That is, let's say, the recurring product that we have. They have access to our secret, to the portal, and like when developers do something, you can actually see changes in the quality of the code base.
Yeah, so you can see it dynamically.
Yes.
You can see things changing.
Yes.
So you've got a nice. Please do take it. You've got a nice sort of complete business there with different products, different propositions. It's matured over time.
Yes.
I'm liking that. So, what are the challenges? I talked earlier on about some of the challenges out there, and Donald Trump being kind of mad. But aside from without by name, what are the challenges that you're having within your organisation?
Really simple. We need to sell more.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
It's very basic.
Hands up.
Yeah. So like our operation is pretty smooth. Like we got allocation of resources done smooth, or finance processes smooth. What we've been focusing on this year is trying to sell more, and then looking more at our marketing and sales processes. We sort of had some legacy issues in the database for CRM. So we've been trying to automate a process for marketing, that we have certain touch points where people download something from our site or go to our site or engage with us in any way. And we try to recognize that automatically, so it ends up in the right channels in Pardot, marketing, engagement, and Salesforce. So we also bought something called, or engaged with Clay. Clay is a sort of a Zoom Info competitor, I think. Yeah. Where we try to get AI augmented data into Salesforce using Clay. Right.
So they're automatically starting to look at automation and efficiencies.
Trying to create a better pipeline. Trying to have my sales guys use that pipeline to somehow sell more.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. There's a few things called out in the research, and I sent you a copy of the thing in advance. What were the things there that really kind of resonated for you and your business?
Yeah, so when I started, we didn't have any customer success managers.
Okay.
2 years ago, we started hiring them, and we've actually been pretty happy with it also.
Yeah.
Just you need those people because our churn was relatively high, but having them engage with the customers and having that data on the platform, being able to understand, okay, this customer is not engaging that much with us. Yeah, we need to do something. Yeah. And these people are trained to do that. Yeah. That has been really helpful and aligned perfectly with the sheets that you showed.
Yeah. So you are in a place where you've got, you are able to have visibility across more than you had previously.
Yeah.
But there's still scope to go?
Yeah, in all honesty, so we have like user data that we have in Snowflake, we have Salesforce, and we have something in between now called Vitally, which is sort of a competitor from Gainsight. People know that a bit better. Yeah. I want to get it on a Salesforce platform, but my CSMs are still using that tool. But it brings together the data from the users from Snowflake and from Salesforce to at least have some sort of health score to how our customers are engaging on our products.
Yeah, cool, good. I want to drill down into some of that a bit more, if I may. But before I do that, has anybody got any questions from the floor? Yeah, Patrick.
Yeah, Victor, you said that first you were you only had Salesforce as a platform.
Yeah.
And then you were on spreadsheet, and in 2022 you switched over to Systemia.
Yeah.
What was the trigger for you to switch to an own platform? That's question number one. And question number two actually is, what did it bring you? So actually, bottom line.
Yeah. Bottom line, it's hard to say in terms of the extra profit, but I can give a direction. So when I started, there was a CFO that decided to use Microsoft Dynamics PSA. So we started with that, but that for me was not good enough. The functionality in that system did not give me as a business controller what I needed for a lot of things. And then the decision was, okay, we want to keep using Salesforce, So what other product is there that has a PSA and an accounting solution on a Salesforce platform? And we quickly found your company, Certinia. So the reason was I wanted to get everything on one platform for efficiency reasons. And basically, yeah, Salesforce Certinia. We got a demo from you guys, and it looked good, and we kept doing more investigation, and it just looked like the perfect solution for us. In terms of what we got out of it, yeah, it's really hard to quantify that in numbers. But just having the whole company aligned with actually a single source of truth, what a contract or a project is, what the value is, and what people are working on, I can say it's great. If you want a number, I don't know.
He will ask for a number, I'm sure. Yeah. You can call a Victor over a drink later on. Any other questions? You touched on this point about platform.
Yeah.
And you've also talked previously about having sort of automated processes as well. Could you just tell us a little bit more about what that platform means for you as a business manager, rather than as a technologist? And if you get a good answer, we'll give you a coffee. How's that?
It's for me. So we want to keep our team small, right? We don't want to hire a lot of people to do operational work. And so now we have a really small team that are able to do excellent work, like hardly any errors. So in terms of just looking at the cost base of your company, it's lower because you got a solid platform, and your teams are quite small and are able to work on it efficiently.
So what I'm hearing is you're cutting out duplication.
Yeah.
And you're there's no interfaces to build or anything like that.
Exactly.
Is that kind of,
yeah, exactly. Just look at, let's say, something like the account object. We used to have to manage that in 3 different systems. Now it's just in Salesforce, and that's it.
Yeah.
It makes the maintenance of it much simpler, and that just reduces costs tremendously.
And if you've got 3 systems with 3 numbers in, I bet they're all different, aren't they?
Yeah, there are mistakes, and accountants always find something.
Yeah.
So just,
anybody here an accountant? That's all right. You can say what you like about accountants. That's fine.
No, they're great.
But so yeah, having that automation across the organisation.
Yeah.
So that was you've had Salesforce for quite some time. You've had SIG launched in 22. You've now got the PSA solution in place. Some of the organisations here will be slightly sort of not advanced as yourself. What are the lessons that you've learned that you think might be kind of interesting for them? So getting to that point is really great. So I would say go for it, try to achieve it, because it just brings so much efficiency for your business. It's not super easy to do it, because you need to have people in your organization that really understand the processes. And then, for example, we did it together with Cloudteam Company. They were really good technically, and then together, you really have to work together. You can't, let's say, Cloudteam, just go figure it out, everything magically appears. Okay.
You really have to use the knowledge of the company you are in, together with the expertise of Cloudteam. Yeah, you can really create something. But if one of those areas is lacking, then it will not be successful.
Yeah. And was this must have been just after COVID, was it?
October 2022.
Yeah, so it's just after COVID. Yeah. But the idea of having one team with everybody involved in it, rather than having one team throwing something over to somebody else, and then
sometimes you see like a finance department has their own goals, and the delivery department has completely separate goals.
Yeah.
You need to really think together, look at the process as a whole.
Yeah.
Because if you just do it in chunks and leave it at the people there, it will not be successful, I think.
Yeah. And in terms of achieving your objectives, what was the thing that you think made that project most successful?
If you look at, from a finance side, which I like, I have a background in finance, but just going from October to November, and we did a monthly close well, not better, not worse, but just equal, which was already terrific.
Yeah.
Then we had the yearly close, which, with all the data coming in there, which also was terrific.
Yeah.
That was great. I have a lot of difficult users because they're these savvy IT guys.
Yeah.
And they always like to find something annoying in systems.
They like to play.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Having them just be on the platform, be happy with the user experience, just being able to click to where they want to click.
Yeah.
The user adoption with them was also great.
Okay.
So
So was there any advice in terms of, sort of change management or how to make sure that those things, I mean, you've talked about having a partner that you could work with.
yeah.
But what about the way in which you interact with the people?
Yeah, I would say I don't have that much advice in that area.
Okay.
What really helped is that Salesforce itself is quite user friendly.
Yeah.
And we came from Microsoft Dynamics, which wasn't that good looking.
No.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
And like I said, my users are very advanced. Once they're convinced that this kind of works for me,
Yeah.
then they're just all the way in it. So,
Yeah. So the visualization and the fact that they could see things that
Yeah.
look similar, and
Yeah.
I think they could see the benefit that
Yeah.
kind of went through it as well.
Exactly.
Yeah, good. I like that. What about in terms of governance and management and structure? How was that handled?
Yeah, we are extremely flat typical Dutch company.
Yeah.
There's like the CEO we have, but he just say, yeah, you go ahead and do it, and
Yeah.
everything just, yeah.
Yeah.
Not-
So you had clear decision making
Yeah.
in the thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Exactly. The benefit for me is that I also understand not only the finance, but also the business side.
Yeah.
So I can have a good overview of what needs to happen.
Great. So you've got the technical side where you combine support.
Yeah.
You've got your people and your super users
Yeah.
who are providing you the business knowledge,
Yeah.
and you merge the two together.
Yeah.
Did you have any other skills that were missing that you had to bring in that you need to think about?
Well, like I said, the typical knowledge about Certinia and Salesforce itself.
Yeah.
We didn't have that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where you really need something like Cloudteam.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. So what was the one thing that went wrong?
Nothing.
I had not told them, so I asked you. So what was the one thing that you kind of, oh God, I wouldn't have done that. If I had my time again, I'd do something slightly different.
Not that much, to be honest. So, I mean, there are of course always improvements to make. I would like to maybe start using something like Billing Central to have my revenue for recurring contracts a bit more in line with, let's say, how Billing Central is set up.
Okay.
But what we have, the system we have going now does facilitate what we need.
Okay. So perhaps, without putting words in your mouth, you might when you were making your initial decisions, you'd have taken. So well, actually, we could maybe do. We could have been slightly more ambitious, maybe.
Yeah, with the knowledge I have now, I would certain minor design changes I would have made different.
Yeah.
But it's also like, so we have a structure now, and the data is correct now. And if you let's say want to use AI, then then you've got the sort of data structure then. And if you then change it, then how does that work with AI?
Yeah, absolutely. So brings me on to the next question. Obviously, what does AI mean for you? What do you see as being potential benefits?
Yeah, so for SIG as a whole, it's tremendous because people are starting to generate AI software code.
Of course they are. Yeah.
And we can manage that, measure that.
Yeah.
So like the potential.
How bad their AI code is.
Yeah. If they're really bad if the AI is really bad, that's very good for us because we can show that.
Yeah.
And there's also a threat because if the AI code is perfect, then maybe the reason for SIG being there is invalid.
Well, I suppose so. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's an exciting time for us.
Yeah.
If I look at the platform and AI usage, in all honesty, I haven't built any AI use cases yet. I still have to convince Salesforce to
give you some free software.
To get me some Agentforce action going.
Yeah.
But we've made some use cases, and there are certain things that I am using AI in terms of automated lead generation and trying to sort of have like a BDR role that can automatically generate some text in that area to engage with potential customers.
Yeah.
That's the use case I see that would be most benefiting for us.
Yeah.
since we need to sell more, I have a sort of a small sales team.
Yeah.
And there's like hundreds of thousands of customers that we could potentially engage with.
Yeah. Sounds good. You raised the question earlier on about use cases. Is that sort of going some way towards where you were thinking?
I think like if you really build a lot of AI prototypes yourself already, I think it's also like you're saying there's 2 or 3 I can think of. But,
Yeah.
I think there's a lot indeed where we just do AI for AI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's such a hype, so you do it, and then you build something cool, and then in the end, after you build something cool, that's okay. But how much are you really making out of it?
Yeah.
You use it for 2 times, and then the 3rd time, you actually already noticed. So
Yeah.
no, I was more curious because so many of these, if there's early technology. The first 2 or 3 years, everyone wants to be on the bandwagon and build these things, and then you build a lot of stuff, and then it's like, okay,
Yeah. Like everyone has their own LLM these days. It all does a bit the same or not. We're still I'm still trying to figure out how to use it best in Salesforce Certinia landscape.
Yeah. But it will be around a specific use case for a specific business problem.
Yeah. Like I think start small. Just think of a few small use cases.
Yeah.
I'd like to optimize a process for finance, for example.
Yeah.
Get payments automatically linked to invoices.
Yeah.
Things like that. I think Certinia is working on being able to staff. Like you have a project, then you can let them staff, and the AI can select somebody.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Yeah. Sounds good. Thanks. I'm conscious we're going to come up for a bit of coffee, but before we do, any more questions for Victor? Somebody, were you raising your hand? No.
It looked like
Scratch your nose. I was saying.
One question maybe. So, did you face any challenges in decision making within SIG to go for one platform play? Maybe some objections about, okay, then you have a vendor lock-in completely on Salesforce compared to best of breed. How did you encounter that?
Good question.
That's a good question. We are always trying to look for optimal efficiency, and just having one platform is really the way to go in that area. So yes, we did think about that, but the benefits outweigh the negatives in that regard. And we are locked in. It's really hard to say, okay, we're not going to use Salesforce Certinia anymore. But we're really happy with it. So
yeah. I suppose the simple thing, if you're a growing organisation, if the sort of size of business that you are, you can't run your organisation on a spreadsheet anymore.
Yeah.
And if you could say, can I design on a blank sheet of paper? You'd say, well, I want everything all in one place. It's kind of like that. It's relatively straightforward. But that you haven't got 10,000 users to worry about. The size of your organisation makes that much more manageable.
And potentially we can grow really fast, especially with AI coming up. And then we've got a stable basis to facilitate that.
Yeah. So you've got a robust platform.
Yeah.
Springboard for success.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you. Great question. Any other questions? No? Okay. Well, in that case, can I thank Victor very much indeed? Round of applause, please. Good man. Thank you. We're now going to take a